Listen, I'm going to tell you something that most people don't want to hear, but I'm going to say it anyway because somebody has to. You're broke, not because you don't make enough money, not because the economy is rigged against you, not because you didn't get lucky. You're broke because you keep buying things that are quietly keeping you poor. And before you click away, because the truth hurts, understand this: the market doesn't care about your feelings. It only cares about decisions. I built my fortune by understanding one fundamental principle that separates wealthy people from everyone else. Rich people buy assets. Poor people buy liabilities and convince themselves they're assets. That's it. That's the whole game. And no, this isn't about skipping a cup of coffee. This isn't about living like a monk. This is about 5 specific categories of purchases that are absolutely destroying your financial future. I'm going to break every one of them down for you. Before I do, I need you to do something right now. If you're serious about building wealth, if you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, if you actually want to retire one day instead of working until you drop dead, hit the like button right now. Leave a comment so I know you're paying attention, and subscribe, because this channel is about money as a tool, not a toy. All right, let's start. Let me start with the one that makes people angry. I don't care. Buying a brand new car is one of the dumbest financial decisions you can make, and I'm going to prove it to you with simple math. The second you drive that car off the lot, it loses 20 to 30% of its value. Gone. Evaporated. You didn't lose that money because of a recession. You didn't lose it because of bad luck. You lost it because you wanted that new car smell. Within the first year, you're down around 30%. By year 3, you've lost half of what you paid. You're not buying transportation. You're buying depreciation wrapped in sheet metal. And here's what really drives me insane. People don't just buy these cars. They finance them. They take loans at 5, 6, 7% interest to buy something that is losing value faster than ice cream melts in July. Think about how insane that is. You are paying interest on an asset that is collapsing in value. That is financial suicide. And leasing. Leasing is even worse. You are renting a depreciating asset. At the end of the lease, you have nothing. Zero equity. You handed thousands of dollars to the dealership for the privilege of borrowing their car. Congratulations. You made the dealership owner rich while you stayed broke. Now I can already hear the excuses. But I need a reliable car. I have kids. I need to get to work. Of course you do. So buy a 3-year-old certified pre-owned car. Let someone else take the depreciation hit. You get a reliable vehicle, often still under warranty, for half the price. That's called being smart with your money. That's what disciplined people do. When I was building my first company, I drove a beat-up car that barely ran. Did it hurt my ego? Sure. Did it hurt my bank account? Not at all. And that's the difference. Poor people spend money to look rich. Rich people spend money to get rich. You cannot do both. The car you drive tells me nothing about your wealth. The balance in your investment account tells me everything. And every dollar you waste on a new car is a dollar that isn't compounding in your future. This is where people make their first critical mistake, and it sets the tone for every bad financial decision that follows. The second thing that keeps people poor is something society lies to you about constantly: buying too much house. You've been told for generations that your home is your biggest asset. That is wrong. Your home is your biggest liability. Let me explain it slowly, because this matters. An asset puts money into your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Your house, the one you live in, takes money out of your pocket every single month. Mortgage, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, utilities, repairs. It's a money pit. And the bigger the house, the deeper the pit. But real estate always goes up. Does it? Ask the people who bought in 2007. Ask the people who are underwater right now. Even when your house goes up in value, you can't access that equity without selling the place you live in or borrowing more money. That's not wealth. That's debt. Here's the trap. The bank approves you for $50,000. So you buy $50,000. That is insane. The bank is not your advisor. The bank is your creditor. They want you in debt for 30 years. Do you know how much a $500,000 house actually costs you over a 30-year mortgage? Over $800,000? You paid an extra $300,000 just for the privilege of borrowing money. That's not building wealth. That's transferring wealth from your pocket to the bank's pocket. Here's what disciplined people do instead. They buy half the house the bank says they can afford. If the bank approves you for $50,000, you buy a $250,000. I don't care if it's smaller. I don't care if it doesn't have granite countertops. You buy the house you need, not the house you want. Then you take the difference, the money you're not dumping, into a bigger mortgage, bigger taxes, bigger utility bills, and you invest it. Stocks, businesses, income-producing assets. That is how wealth is built. Warren Buffett still lives in the same house he bought decades ago for about $30,000. And why? Because he understands opportunity cost. Every dollar wasted on unnecessary house is a dollar that cannot compound. And opportunity cost is the silent killer of wealth. The third thing that's keeping you poor is something people completely underestimate. Eating out all the time, restaurants, takeout, coffee shops, delivery apps, you're hemorrhaging money on food and you don't even realize it. Let me hit you with numbers, because numbers don't care about your excuses. The average person spent at least $3,000 a year eating out. That's the average. Most people spend more, $5,000, $6,000, sometimes $7,000 a year. Now listen carefully. If you invest $3,000 every year for 30 years at a normal long-term return, you're looking at over $500,000. You traded $50,000 for convenience and meals you don't even remember. And here's the part that really bothers me. People tell me they don't have money to invest. Then I watch them spend $15 lunch. You have the money. You're just eating it. I'm not saying never eat out. I'm saying stop pretending it doesn't matter. Disciplined people cook most of their meals at home. They meal prep. They pack lunch. They make coffee at home. These are not sacrifices. These are strategic decisions. Poor people consume first and hope later. Rich people invest first and enjoy later. Small expenses don't feel dangerous, but small expenses, repeated daily, destroy wealth quietly. The fourth thing destroying your financial future is clothes and status purchases you don't need. Designer brands, trendy outfits, luxury accessories. Your closet is full of money that could have been working for you. Let me tell you the truth. Nobody cares what you're wearing as much as you think they do. Nobody is tracking your outfits. Nobody remembers your shoes. And the people who judge you based on what you wear are not people whose opinions matter. Your closet is probably full of clothes you bought, wore once, and forgot about. That's not a wardrobe. That's a museum of bad financial decisions. This goes deeper than clothes. This is about consumption mentality. We live in a society that tells you buying things will make you happy. New phone every year. New outfit for every event. Upgrade, replace, repeat. It's a trap. The fashion industry, the tech industry, they make money by convincing you that what you have isn't good enough, and you fall for it. Rich people don't chase trends. They buy quality once and wear it until it wears out. A good suit, a good pair of shoes, a reliable watch. Buy once, move on. Your money has better places to be than funding someone else's marketing budget. Your value is not in what you wear. It's in what you build. The fifth thing keeping you poor is quiet, invisible, and deadly. Subscriptions, streaming services, apps, gym memberships you never use. Software you forgot about. It's a slow leak. $10 here, $15 there, until you add it up and realize you're wasting thousands a year in charges. I guarantee you're paying for at least 3 to 5 things you completely forgot about. Cancel them. Not tomorrow. Today. This is free money you're giving away to companies betting you're too lazy to cancel. Don't let them win. But here's the deeper issue. Subscriptions represent a mindset. Constant entertainment. Constant stimulation, constant distraction. You don't need that. You need assets. You need compounding. You need discipline. Every dollar wasted on subscriptions is a dollar not building your future. And when you're 70 and can't afford to retire, you'll wish you canceled that service you watch twice a month. Let's be clear. Stop buying new cars. Stop buying too much house. Stop eating out constantly. Stop chasing status. Stop paying for things you don't use. This has nothing to do with income. I've seen people making $40,000 a year build real wealth, and I've seen people making $2,000 a year stay broke. The difference is discipline. Most people choose comfort. That's why most people struggle. It's not complicated. It's uncomfortable. And that's why most people never do it. Don't be most people. If this video opened your eyes, hit the like button right now. Tell the algorithm this content matters. Leave a comment and tell me which of these 5 things you're guilty of. Be honest. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. Join this community. Money doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care about your excuses. It only cares about decisions. Make better ones. Stop buying stupid things. Start building wealth. That's how you win. That's how you get rich.